what I want to talk to you about is something that comes up quite regularly with my students. I get a lot of people who come to me and they would like a consistent swing. That's the goal. I want a nice consistent repeating swing. Now, it's all well and good having a repeating swing, a consistent swing, provided you find yourself in the same environment time and time again. So if you face the same situation, then that repeating consistent swing will produce the same result. The only time I really see that happening is when we find ourselves maybe on a tee box, maybe on a driving range or a practice range. The environment that we find ourselves in and what we're facing is consistent. And so a consistent swing will produce a pretty consistent result. Golf is not like that. Golf doesn't give us that consistent environment to play a consistent swing. Now, that could just be me. But typically when I play golf, I find that I'm either fairway, rough, semi-rough. Sometimes I play links courses that are really tight grass. Sometimes I play parklands. The terrain is always changing, so I've got different lies as I set to the ball. So a consistent swing in this situation is not really going to produce the result that I want. What I'm really looking for when I'm playing, and now I'm going to rob a phrase here from Andrew Rice. Andrew talks about creating a predictable ball flight. So a predictable ball flight is when you know which side of the target the ball will start on and what direction it will curve. And that doesn't matter whether you play a fade or a draw or what type of shot you play. The key here is that you know which side of the target the ball will start on and whether it will curve or not curve. Now, there are two key elements at play when we look at this. We have our club path and then we have our club face. They're the two key components in deciding where the start line is and what way the ball will curve. Now, if we're using woods, I know somebody's going to pull me up on this. If we're using driver, 3 wood, so forth, with a curved face, then a centered strike is important. Fully accept that. But let's focus on iron play initially. We can come back to a centered strike. So the two key components at play, club path, face aim. Club path is the direction the club head is traveling during impact. So is it traveling left, right, straight? Which way is it traveling as it makes contact with the ball? The second element then, your face aim, face angle. Where is that club face pointing as it makes contact with the ball? During impact, where is it pointing? And there are two key drivers as to where the ball is going to start and how it's going to curve. So I want to take a chance now and hit a few shots for you and see whether the numbers match up and make sense to you or not. So what I see with a lot of students who come into me is regardless of whether they have an in to out or an out to in club path, they're usually repeatable path. If you are an out to in, so what would typically be a cut style path, you may vary in how much you cut across the ball, but you'll be consistent in the fact that you cut across the ball. Equally, if you have an in to out, so you're looking at a draw path or the potential for a draw, you will be in to out pretty much all the time. The odd occasion, something strange happens, but pretty much all the time. That's consistent with the individual. Where I find the big issue lies is in the club face. People have no idea where it's pointing. This bad boy, left, right, where is it pointing? It's a huge controller of where the ball starts and where it curves. So, if we take the player who comes in who has a cut swing, when we see that on TrackMan, our club path will be a minus number, a negative number. So, we play a shot here, and we're gonna go for big numbers so it's obvious. So, first of all, let's have a big cut. There we go. So our club path is 11 degrees to the left. I mean, that was a chop across that bad boy. That was really getting it out to the left. And as it happens, our club face was a hair left of the target, but it wasn't far left of the target. And that thing's actually curved back to the target pretty good. So let's see if we can't hit one with a similar path and see if this goes left and see what the difference is. So that club path, minus 8.8, it's not as far left, it's not as big a cut swing as the previous shot. But that ball is finished like 60 foot, 20 yards. If you're a meters person, sorry. I grew up playing golf in the 70s and 80s. We're playing in yards, folks. End off. Don't start bringing modern technology into it. So, about 20 yards left of the target. The last one nearly landed on the target. Both of them had a negative club path. Both of them had that thing going left. But where the club face was aiming, big differences. Let's see now if we can get one slinging to the right with a similar path. We're really going to have to open up the face here now. Oh, we got a big path to the left. So that's the biggest path left that we've had, like 13 degrees. That thing is finished 11 feet right of target. Like that's a good bit right of target. Even though we were swinging further left, that thing, because the face was pointing further right, ball's gone there. Let's see if we can't get another one that's really cutting out there. Ooh, that one's gone. 9 left with our path. 25 foot, like 6 yards right. 25 foot right. So you can see in all of those shots, path left, 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 left. Ball didn't finish consistent. Ball flight wasn't predictable. Left, right, straight, little bit of curve, a bit of everything in there. I'm sure you guys have seen that. Club face, every time the club face changed, that was what caused a change in where it finished. Let's go again. This time, we're going to try and control that club face. So what I want here, even though I'm going to be swinging left, I want that face left of the target every time. I know you're going to say, well, why are you aiming away from it? My swing is left. I want the ball starting down the left. Some will curve back, some won't. But the key is, I know it's going to start down the left half, and it'll either stay straight or it may curve back. That's okay. Because guess what, folks? That's predictable. That's playable and that's scoreable. And that's what we're after in this game. Down the left, curving back a little bit. I can play with that. 18 foot, but it's down the left. It's consistent. Let's see if we can't get a few down there. Down the left, coming back. My face, my club face, if you look at the minus 2.6, my club face is always left. It allows that ball to start left. I've got my cut swing. It's the consistent thing in what I do. It's the consistent thing in what everyone does. I've got that. Now I'm managing the club face to always be down that left side. The ball starts left. Some of them curve back, some of them don't, but I know I'm finishing on the left. Predictable. This is where we want to be. Same again, every time. So, how do we get that into our game? How do we learn to manage club face? A drill I use with my players a lot is I will stick an alignment rod, or sometimes I'll just put their golf bag out on the practice ground about 10 foot in front of the ball, directly along the ball to target line. And I get them to simply start the ball left of the bag every time, or the alignment rod. Be left of it every time. If they struggle with this, sometimes we will alternate left, right, left, right, left, right, until they get the sensation. So they set up as normal all the time. Never change your setup and your alignment. But what you're going to do in swing is you're going to manipulate that club face and learn how to manipulate it until you can then choose which side of the target you want the ball to start on. That, folks, is predictable and that is playable. I really hope you try this, because this is going to help your game. This is going to help you score. You're going to lose a lot less balls. That's a certainty. If you know where that ball is going, you're not going to lose so many golf balls. You're going to take one side of the golf course out of play. You're going to score better. You're going to enjoy the game more. Thanks for tuning in. Please do leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Any questions, I'm all over social media. Pick me up on social media and throw me a question. I'll be happy to answer it. Cheers, guys. Enjoy your golf.